pagbati sa lahat ng natiling nakatutok dito sa sports5.ph. Riza Diaz po kasama ang ating best player of the game, Yusef Taha mula sa Purefoods Star Hotshots. Yusef, congratulations. You know what? Your jersey reads 0-0, but you put up some really good numbers tonight. 14 points, 8 rebounds, shooting very well, 6 out of 7 from the field. You were just possessed in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I guess that's just all my hard work paying off. You know, all I do is work before practice, after practice, for the last, my whole life, I guess, and it's finally paying off, paying its dividends. So.
Yusef, I caught Coach Tim Cone telling you from afar, from the bench, and you were on court. He was telling you, gotta using your head. You start using your head, and then your teammates were telling you, just keep on fighting, use your heart. All these you put together in this game.
Yeah, Coach Tim, he brought me back a little bit. I was going a little bit. I went a little bit crazy for a little second, when I fouled Simon, but I was just playing hard. I just get caught up in the games, and that's what happens.
Is this the first time that you're best player of the game?
No, I've actually my second game of my PBA career when I was at Air 21. I got best player of the game.
All right, but the second time on a team that you found home finally should be feel very good.
I hope so, actually. I hope so. Oh, my bad. I got getting sweating all over my bad, y'all. I hope so. I love the Triangle. I love Coach Tim and just the whole group of guys. It's a great team, great organization, and there's nothing better I can say about that.
Sweat of hard work. You owe everybody, or rather, you deserve everybody. You deserve to greet everybody.
Oh, everybody. First and foremost, let me get a shout out to my mama back in Texas. Hello, Mom. I love you. All my brother, my sister, Olia Sibi, my dad Faraz, and my dog Diesel and Zuzu. Don't forget about them too. And everybody back home, all my family, everybody supporting us. Thank you for showing all this love, and love you all, and keep supporting us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Charlie and Dom.
As intense as Yusef Taha can be on the court right now after the ball game, grabe yung ngiti niya. You see, he's so pleased at his performance, so happy to get that victory, Doms.
Well, he talked about yung hard work. Napakalaking bagay niyan. You put in the work before and after practice. Sinabi mo na nga, he's a journeyman. At such a short career in the PBA, ang dami niya nang naikutan na team. But he's hoping that this is finally his team that he will call home. Napakaganda ng kanyang pinakita, both offense and defense. But you have to give credit also dito kay Coach Tim Cone. Sabi niya, he pulled him back. Because guys, when it becomes a little bit physical, yung mga players sometimes may lose their heads. And Coach Tim Cone, just a master of that.
Ayun, nakontrol niya si Yusef Taha. And Yusef Taha able to use that energy instead to channel it to contribute para sa panalo ng kanyang koponan. So what a game for Yusef Taha. But there's a lot of heroes para sa Purefoods Star. One of them is PJ Simon, who played consistently as usual. Every game naman yan si PJ Simon. He's been the most consistent Purefoods Star hotshot throughout this conference. At ngayong gabi, yun naman ang pinatunayan.
Well, PJ Simon ended up with 18 points. He started out the first quarter with 8. He was really hot at the start. Then nung kinakailangan na siya, pati pagdating dun sa dulo, PJ Simon in the fourth quarter also able to score for the Purefoods Star Hotshots. At ang kagandahan dito kay PJ, yung mga tira niya, it's very efficient. Yung pinag-usapan natin yung kanyang field goal percentage na tumataas this conference because mas effective, mas maganda yung kanyang pagpili ng mga tira niya. And he's just having an outstanding season so far. And Purefoods on a 3-game win streak.
Yun na nga, they're above 500 for the first time sa komperensyang ito. Ganda ng mga matchup nakita natin. The one we talked about at the top of the coverage was the Pinoy Sakuragi against Mr. Hustle. And they really got into it early in the game. Nagkakapisikanan, nagkakatulakan. In fact, na flagrant foul pa. Itong si Pingris on Cliff Hodge. Yeah, that's the play. And they kept banging all throughout the game. They did put up monster numbers, Doms, against each other. But still, it was nice to watch.
Oh, definitely. Both these guys put in a lot of intensity, a lot of energy, rebounding, hawakan. And one thing that was good about these guys is when it got physical, uminit sila sandali, but they were able to calm themselves down and then be able to move to the next level and help their teams to be able to play better.
Tama yun, kasi alam nila, if they foul too much or if they get flagrant, they'll be sitting on the bench. Di sila makakatulong sa cough ng kanilang mga koponan. So, good games from those two guys as well. James Yap is another guy we have to talk about. He picked his spots sa larong ito. No awesome statistics. Did hit a crazy three-point shot early in that second quarter, which, sabi nga nila was after the 24-second shot clock. But still a steady game from big game.
But James Yap, 11 points, 7 rebounds. Yun ang kagandahan dito kay James. He's asserting himself more on the rebounding end. Kapag kinakailangan siya pumuntos, he will take those shots. But he's always such a threat. So ang kagandahan doon, he attracts the defense, but at the same time, he's willing to give up that shot to his teammates. Sinasabi, hindi pwedeng larong Yap, hindi pwedeng larong Pingis, or Baroka. They need a collective effort, and tonight it was Yusef Taha.
Larong Purefoods ang ginawa nila as a team. They win this game against Meralco Bots. And look at the highlights in this ball game. There were lots of them. You know, low percentage field goals for both teams, but there were plays up and down. Kita natin, trying to regain the momentum. Well, definitely Purefoods has some momentum. 3-game winning streak. Gary David started all the scoring, scored the first 5 points para sa kanyang koponan. Tapos, it was basically toe-to-toe noong first quarter natin. Na PJ naman para sa kabila.
Well, both these teams were able to do what they had to do. Itong Meralco, they outworked itong Purefoods Star to be able to be competitive in the ball game. But itong Purefoods Star, when they finally buckled down, when they figured out what they needed to do, they were able to pull it off in the fourth quarter. Pero no first quarter, toe-to-toe yan. They were getting a good share of the rebounds. That's one of the statistics na sinasabi natin na napaka-importante para sa Meralco. But in the second quarter, Meralco getting those fast break points.
Tapos si Yusef Ta, nagparamdam na rin noong second quarter with that nice end one situation. It was a 2-point lead at the start of the second. Natapos ang ating first half. 7 na ang lamang ng Purefoods Star. Lots of guys helping out. You know, it really just wasn't one guy for both teams, di ba? Ang ganda ng sagutan nila. You know, you had the 3 or 4 guys scoring on plays and yun nga, 7-point lead at the half for Purefoods Star. But things turned around noong ating third quarter, Tom.
Well, in the third quarter, it was a big run initially by the Meralco Bolts. You know, Gary David scoring back-to-back threes right off the bat. Yun ang pinapakita nitong Meralco that, you know, they wanted to outwork their opponents. Came off that halftime break with a lot of energy to be able to claim that lead.
Anxious moments nga kasi biglang they were up by 7 and by the time that third quarter had ended, they were down by 7, only scoring 12 points dun sa buong quarter itong Purefoods Stars. So it went cold para sa kanila and Meralco seemed like nakiklik na talaga ang opensa nila. It looked like there was no turning back for the orange men of Coach Norman Black. And you know, 59-52 at the end of 3 quarters. Then the fourth quarter, you know, parang yung fourth quarter pwede mo hatiin into several parts. There was an early part na Purefoods made a run. Tapos Meralco naman nag-run. Tapos ito na, nabuhay na si Yusef Taha.
Well, finally, you know, to end all speculations, and who will get that fourth win? Itong si Yusef Taha just came out to play big. You know, initially he was getting those rebounds, making tough plays, but this is that biggest play that sparked yung 6 possessions. That was all Yusef Taha. After that, he made that layup. And then, ito, meron pa nga siya yung putback na yan. That's actually a drop-off pass and getting that quick 2 points. Taha had 6 points in the fourth quarter. Huge contribution for Yusef.
Final score 77-74. And very friendly ang backboard kay Yusef Taha. Pabandang tira pumapasok dito. Long outside jumper at the 24-second clock. Tapos meron yung hook shot nga niya off the glass as well. And Yusef Taha, you know, I just love that interview that he had a while ago with Riza Diaz. And he's just so excited, so proud to be the second time na naging best player siya sa laro in his 3-year PBA career. And I'm sure he loves this one with a team that he hopes he can stay with forever. You saw a nice play which focuses on Yusef Taha. Pakita natin.
Well, Yusef Taha, you know, this is where things started for Purefoods Star. This is that play. You're gonna look at it. If, you know, pag tinignan mo yung shot clock natin. If you could pause it right here. You know, you look at our shot clock. That's at about 12 seconds. At mukhang wala masyadong pinupuntahan yung play. Makikita mo si James Yap dito, makikita mo si Devance dito, Mark Pingris, and Baroka. Yusef Taha not even thinking of scoring right here. If you can roll this play right now, makikita mo yung handoff dito kay Baroka. Baroka will attract the defense. Still nothing going. And if you can pause it right here, you can see Yusef Taha. Tingnan naman natin yung shot clock. 4 seconds to go. Look at the defense of Meralco. They have James Yap covered, they have Pingris covered, they have Devance covered, and they also have Baroka covered. Yusef Taha will take things in his hands and make this shot. If you could roll this right now, look at Yusef Taha. Hindi siya nagpanic. Off the board, making that shot. That was the start of everything for Purefoods Star and Yusef Taha.
Got the ball rolling for that great run para sa kanila sa ating fourth quarter. You know, so it's just an amazing win para sa Purefoods Star led by Yusef Taha and a bunch of other guys. larong Purefoods ang pinakita nila ngayon. So the PBA ends for this week. Pero as the week goes on, ang dami na naman natin laro. Tingnan natin ang schedules. There's gonna be games on November 25, that's Tuesday, at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Global Port Batang Pier against the Beermen of San Miguel, followed by the Elasto Painters against the Road Warriors. That's gonna be live on TV5 and Action TV. So that's next, coming up on Tuesday. Huwag niyong kalilimutan manood ng PBA on TV5, Action TV, and on sports5.ph. Diyan nagtatapos ang ating coverage on this PBA Sunday mula rito sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna. Sa ngalan ng aking partner, si Papa Doms, Dominic Uy, at ang kasama natin ng Sportside, Riza Diaz. Pangalan ko naman, Charlie Cuna. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagpapanood ng PBA dito sa Sports 5.